didn't pause, but I know it's cheating. Hello, everyone. It is I. Mare is the name. Running away from my problems like usual. I'm dying over here. Does anybody care about that? No. So, per usual, we're gonna be talking about mental health while playing Resident Evil 4. I haven't beat it yet because I haven't been playing it as much, and at one point I was stuck on a level, and that's okay because we're gonna move on from that. Do I have any? Nope. I'm gonna just use this real quick. Oh no. Move! I was hoping they'd kill him. The one I just kicked. How come he not dying? What the hell is this? Oh, I'm dead. Oh, shoot. These guys supposed to die. Instead of laughing at me. At least Ashley not in the way. Because they took her. Guess what? She was took it. Oh, lame. So, I wanted to talk about something that I don't really talk about with mental health. And I think it's a good time to talk about it while I'm in suspense. There we go, here we go. It's weird how it just sounds a little bit too close to a dictator's name that he's saying, but it's gonna be alright though. So, it's just very, very creepy. Look how long it takes you to freaking, you know? No. Just to freaking reamp the gun. Not reamp, but reload it. I just forgot the term. Oh, it's running time. Also, I missed. You wanna say I missed? Oh, hell no, I'm dead. I'm dying. I'm dying! Just don't move, man. Just don't move. I got lucky. That was luck. Look, I'm gonna die any second by now. Run. You know what I'm saying? I'm really pissed off that this one, like every time it doesn't even scratch them. Piss me off. Come on, man. Ooh, no. Bad idea. What about that? So, I think it's something that I don't ignore it or anything, but what the hell? Having a relationship, is it possible to have a relationship, a healthy relationship with somebody with a mental illness? Depends on the person. on their headspace. Like, are they taking their medication and stuff like that? Are they vocal with their therapist and their psychiatrist? Are they taking their medication? If they do take medication, because not everybody does, not necessarily take medications with mental health. Ooh, time to go. Time to go before I get my headphones. So, with me, I feel like it has to be, well, okay, I can give this as an example. My last relationship, which was 3 years ago, I vocalized that I had bipolar disorder. Did I ask them, hey, do you know what that is? I think I did, and their response was kind of like a, oh, okay, kind of response. And I'm definitely sure there wasn't, like, not everybody learns about bipolar disorder or like mental health. That's why I vouch that they need to have it in schools, because I feel like if kids learn about it faster, they have a better understanding of that it's not so abnormal to have a mental health problem or have like disorders and stuff like that, or just everybody has issues, let's just say it like that in general. But if we're not vocalizing what's going on with us, of course we hold it in or something like that. We're used to what our family does, especially our parents, and with my parents, which I've talked about before, my mother was the one to pretty much tell everybody, oh god, I'm gonna die. Oh, no, not right now. I'm gonna die. It's okay. It's more like, jeez. It's the intense. Like, I'm like trying to talk about this while trying to defeat this. I'm not focused. I have to stay focused, son. Anyway, with my example is that I vocalized that, hey, I have bipolar disorder. You know what that is? And I definitely know that I explained what it is to me. And even with that being said, some people still don't understand it. And I feel like a lot of people need to be more honest with that. Like, especially in a relationship, whether it be with friends or new friends or a partner. I don't necessarily think the person should know right off bat, hey, by the way, I have bipolar disorder. Well, not saying that you're keeping it from your partner or potential partner, but it's just like how, I wouldn't even compare it to if somebody tells somebody, their significant other, they have kids. It's just that if you feel comfortable with the person and you want it to get serious, I do think that I feel like it would be more of, alright, now I'm testing how you're going to respond, in my point of view. If they're just like, okay, that's not a big deal, and then they experience an episode and then they just disappear from the planet Earth, that was, like, I don't feel as if, for me, I'm not talking about everybody else, when I tell somebody when I'm comfortable that I have a mental illness, I'm not saying that so they can take advantage of me or think, oh, she's slow or something like that, because there's these, like, son of a, there's a lot of misconceptions about bipolar disorder, and I guess because people don't learn about it unless they have it themselves, it's like it's a misunderstanding. Because I get the same people say, oh, you're angry one minute, you're happy the other, or like your emotions are from one extreme to another, and I'm just like, sometimes I have to laugh because it's like, this is why people need to be educated on mental health and stop making it seem like it's just one person dealing with it. A lot of people deal with mental health and don't even know they have bipolar disorder or a mental illness because of stigmas, especially in the black community or community of people of color. And in my experience, at one point, my mom took me to a church. I know I've talked about this, where they was not trying to, I don't know what they're trying to do, trying to pray it away. And it's just like, well, I guess that doesn't work. So, what else is there? I went to counseling. I went to, but then eventually I went to a psychiatrist when I was hospitalized at 16, and then I went to an outpatient well, some people can go to outpatient programs or just go to a therapist, because like when I was out of the hospital, I'm just gonna die. Okay, maybe I won't die. Excuse me, say that. I was mainly like fresh out of the hospital, and I was speaking to a therapist and a psychiatrist, and in that mindset, because I feel like things that they should normalize when somebody is underage in a hospital is that you're not by yourself, one, and there are ways to help look at me dying. This is the game of look at me dying. Jeez. Anyways, I gotta find a strategic way to not die. Okay, so apparently this gun is not working so well. I'm gonna use my handgun. I'm not saying magnum. Should I kill these people? Get them out the way. Look at them both coming. Look. I gotta focus. Oh lord, oh lord, no, not one time. Not for the one time. I didn't even see him there. So, I feel like I can talk about it now. Not really. I gotta focus on one of them instead of doing it all at the same time. Miss. That's what it is. Run, man. Leon. Oh wow. This one just comes out of nowhere. I'm glad I ran. Turn around. Turn around. Don't keep going straight. Whoa. They should be dying by now. Get hit by these things. Everybody living but me, man. I made some macaroni and cheese with some baked chicken or fried chicken. This is so random, thank you. Thank you for listening to my thoughts. That's what my dinner is tonight. Oh shoot. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Please, please. No, don't die. Jesus. And nobody dying but me. It's messed up, bro. It's messed up. Where do you ever do that? Oh God, run! Yes, honey. I got a hairspray. Oh no. Oh Lord. I should just throw this shit. He runs faster without the gun. Get closer. Ooh, run. Ooh, don't get him. Don't get him. Oh my gosh. So much for that. Oh God, get up. Run! Run! You know what I'm saying? Just run. Stop asking questions, just run. What happened? Whoa, I'm about to die. That's what's happening. Okay, I'm dying. It's so annoying. over here. Unwanted cousins. Oh, hell no. Why did they say this was fun? This is like homework. No, I'm playing. I missed! Dang, I suck at this. They're not dead yet. This is the annoying part. Because I haven't shot them a lot. I've been getting this second one before this one. They be getting paranoid too. Oh shit. Oh no. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to live. You know what I'm saying? It's hard out here. Oh wow. Oh wow, no. Wowzers. Oh, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Jesus. I knew it. I was like, yo, I'm gonna take this L though. So back to what I was talking about. So, with dealing with the mental health, like with the mental illness, it's better to get to know the person, of course, like a regular relationship. Whether it's like the dating period, whenever you're comfortable. But on the flip side, if somebody is letting you know that they have a mental illness or a mental disorder, it's good to ask questions like, okay, how does, like, in your own words, what does that mean to you? And I'm sure they will just oblige by answering that it's just something I have to deal with, and then it's not like a big deal, at least to me. Like, I would explain, like, this is just an everyday thing where I take medication and stuff like that. Does that make me, it's the thing of like breaking the stigma, and also breaking the stereotypes of the whole, oh, it's one extreme mood or the other, because I'm usually just very chill or naturally relaxed. Some people think, I've heard people like in an outing thought I was high because I'm just naturally calm. I'm not like, hey, what's up, guys? Like, even on my YouTube videos, I'm very calm, or just very, you know, what's up, you know, just chill, down to earth. And when I explained, like, from my last relationship that I had mental illness, I was just saying, I was letting them know, because I was liking them a lot, did I have to, like, oh, be aware because I might do certain things or whatever? No, I just was explaining that this is something that I have to deal with. But I'm managing with, this is what I learned from this next potential relationship that I have, that from the last one, because he wasn't just supportive. In fact, that person was jealous in a lot of ways, and admitted he was jealous. But at the same time, that's just his immaturity. And the times that I've been hospitalized during the time we was dating was only one time, and instead of coming to support me, he'd rather go to work. He didn't have to work that point, but he was complaining that he had to work the next day. So during that time, I was dating this person for 2 years, going on 3 years. And it is disappointing to know that, like, no matter the circumstance, whether it be mental, or if the person has to go to the hospital and that person doesn't want to go, that just showed me, in that example, for me, that person wasn't the one. And then in future reference, I don't want somebody who's going to be afraid to, in a emergency, run away from the problem. I may joke about, yo, I'm running away from my problems in the game, but I'm not literally running away from my problems. I faced them, and I confronted that person when I, like my ex, after the fact, like when I was more stable, because I was more depressed and like in my suicidal thoughts. Now, at that time, after I got out of the hospital, I was maintaining my medication. I talked to them, and I let them know I didn't appreciate that they didn't come to the hospital, because it's not the fact that I'm gonna have this repeatedly happen all the time, but when I needed your support the most, you wasn't there. So that's advice I would go out of my experience. Like, this is mainly me talking throughout my experience. I would not want somebody who's not supportive of me, especially somebody that's like, all right, we're around the same age and we're both growing as people, and my upfront goal was, if we are going to be seriously dating, marriage should be the goal, but don't ring it over my head like, oh, if you don't do this, we're not gonna get married. Or something, like, because marriage is not like that serious to me. My parents weren't married, but they were companions, they were partners. And my father would state that my mother was his wife, even though they didn't have papers or certificates explaining that, because of how they did business transactions and stuff like that. But at the same time, I do notice, like, my past, like, experiences. Like, I went on a Instagram live of a person, like, they have a TV personality or whatever you want to call it. I seen them from another page and I followed them. So they was on live while I was bored at work, and I was seeing that. I guess I didn't know what it was about, because I don't go on their stories, their lives a lot. So it's my first experience, and I seen that they were talking to somebody else that was trying to approach them, and I thought it was kind of whack. But then the person that was trying to approach them was getting mad at me for stating my opinion like everybody else did, but mine's hit home, I guess, because I don't know why, I'm not them. But at the same time, the person that I followed, she put me on the spot because they thought I was trolling, and I'm like, I must be the nicest troller, because I wasn't trolling, I was just stating my opinion. And they put me on the spot, like, but at the same time, I didn't feel threatened, and I'm just voicing my opinion. If they're being honest, so am I. And they left the person that was approaching her, and then, like, they were saying that I was cool or whatever, but their administrator should have been better, so that trolls, I know for a fact that I don't troll, like, to hurt people's feelings. And I don't troll usually, only if, like, Facebook or something minor, like my Facebook, I would say something like a random, what's on your mind? It's one of the first questions they ask you on Facebook before you post something. Does that mean I have to voice everything that's on my mind? No. But people do that on Twitter and other stuff. But yeah, I was just giving my opinion because I was like, I didn't like the dude that was talking to her's like style. I think he was lame, and I guess she liked him. I don't freaking know. But at the same time, I'll piggyback on why I brought that up is because I was going by my experience on dating males, not males, that's rude, men, but they're not like up to par for me, where I kept telling my ex that I seen their potential, but the sad thing is I don't think they ever saw their potential in themselves. So how am I supposed to build with somebody that is only like plateauing for themselves? Like, I keep helping them and I'm not looking for help. And in some ways they did, but it was more like not a motivational experience or like a team, even though we would call each other's like Team United and all this crap. But I thought it was pure irony now that I think about it. But at the same time, with that being said, I didn't feel like I was the problem because of my mental health. I was stable, I guess that's the right term to say, but I was never harming others emotionally. Like, we'll go into that further, because like when I realize when I have an episode or when I stop taking my medication, I'm not just hurting myself, I'm hurting other people, and I'm going backwards instead of moving forward. And it kind of also like self-sabotages me, because if I'm getting all this stuff done, like I'm getting a new job, I got my driver's license, all these goals that I had for myself prior, and then I stop taking my medication, what's that? It's not good. And in the outpatient programs that I've been to, they say take your medication, but there should also be like other experiences besides reading a damn packet that's like 30 pages of work, and actually speak to us, because majority of these outpatient programs are for adults that come out the hospital, that I've been going to. I haven't spoken to anybody that was 18. They're like at least 25 and higher, or like older than me. I'm 30 and then they're higher. So I know that dating in general is not easy, and that's why I said 3 years ago I was in a relationship that wasn't the best, but we made it work. But it just didn't work for both of us, because they were too relaxed on plateauing and not moving forward without my help. And it's just like, how much time do you need to grow up? Like, it's not, that's why I'm trying to get to the point of it, is that it isn't like a real issue that they need to know right away that you have a mental health issue. Like, I say mental illness, but illness will be severe, and I say it like that because I'm not afraid of what terminology I say it now, like illness, mental disorder, something like that, because sometimes some people are more aware, like they're cautious of the words they say, because some people don't know the terminology health-wise. So if you say illness, and I feel like if you have questions and you do not understand, and you're just gonna sit there and say okay and be like you're okay or you're fine and you understand everything I'm saying to you without any questions, that's stupid. That is stupid, because if I broke something serious, and yes, I'm saying it very nonchalantly because this is my life, but I'm letting you a part of it, And it is like in a sense of a privilege because I'm not letting everybody into my circle. So especially with how people, they already have a definition for mental illness. Oh, you crazy or something like that. I don't know. I don't really read into that anymore. And even when I was getting older, I had anxiety about like what people thought of my disorder. When really we're all dealing with the same situation. Acceptance. That's mainly it. Being accepted by family, being accepted by friends, being accepted by their peers, whatever the case may be. Acceptance, even accepting ourselves. And until you are fully comfortable in your own skin, you're always going to have that feeling of, I don't feel comfortable. And questioning the things that you are as a person, when you should be just satisfied with who you are. And if you want to change that, so be it. Be it grow and change for yourself, not because so and so thinks that you don't, or for somebody else, because that's just trapping yourself in a web. And you'll never be really happy if you're just satisfying someone else. I already knew that from jump, because a lot of people that I care about, I was so stuck on trying to satisfy them, like make them happy without making myself happy. And in a relationship, it should be team play, like not like a game, but like I say 100-100, not 50-50, because that's potential that is being wasted. Because if I'm doing 50% and you're doing 50% to make 100, well, that's fine and dandy, but I'm trying to build myself up, not you. You should be already, or the person I'm dealing, like trying to date, should be already, motivated. They got goals in their lives, aspirations and stuff. Like, this is me saying my ideal partner. I am bisexual, so I'm open to dating women. I've been in a relationship with women. I've been cheated on by women and men. And at the same time, this was when I was younger, but it's like, I didn't take it seriously. But then at the same time, the serious relationship I was in, it didn't work out because, like I said, the maturity level wasn't there. And me trying to teach somebody how to grow does not make sense, because mind you, they were older than me, but not like, they're not in their 40s, they were still in their 30s, while I was in my late 20s. And at the same time, it's kind of like, after I felt like there's no time limit and I wasn't rushing to get married, I brung it up in the beginning of our relationship, and then I've told them I've seen their potential and all this stuff, and I'm working things out. I'll have sit downs with the person, talk to them about how I felt. I was open and I was communicative. I feel like I on my side was a healthy relationship, and small stuff that could have been discussed between that person and I did not, like, if you got something petty, like, oh, I don't like you making fun of me in front of my friends or something like that, it's like, bro, you could say that to me instead of talking BS behind my back to your friends, because you're making it seem like I'm a B word when I'm not. That's not a real example. I'm just saying that could have been an example. And even after breaking up the person, I tried to, I needed space for myself. I found something out, so I went to call them. They didn't answer the phone. They wasn't ready. So then after months later, try to have a friend, try to like get closure with the person. Still not ready. Still not wanting to talk. So then I did it a couple of times, at least twice, maybe 3 times. So then it was just like, well, why do you need this closure? They're never going to want that. And even at that piece, it was more like I hope you do well, happy for you, whatever, I hope you are successful. That's cool. But at the same time, do I need the closure? No. because all I'm going to see is why I broke up with them in the first place. That will conciliate, like, that will conceal and be like a reminder, this is why you broke up with them. And I wasn't going to say it on here, but there's one time on my Instagram and I see them on my stories. It's just like, what? What happened to you? Don't want to talk to me, and oh, you hope the best and stuff like that. But when we broke up, I blocked them off of my social and all that stuff, and then they did it afterwards. It was like, you're following what I'm doing, you're not thinking for yourself. So I'm sure, I don't even know, that's not even, it's just an assumption really. Does, like, I have a mutual amount of their friends are my friends, or just like acquaintances and such, but at the same time they talk, but we like talk and stuff like that, but it's never like, oh, this is between you and all. Like, I don't care if they're talking about me or not, because that's not important to me. But you know what did, like, it made me see, I was like, oh, see, he's still thinking about me or something like that. And then I realized this is very sad and toxic of me to even think that, because I don't know why they were looking at my story, but at the same time, who cares? Who freaking cares? That was in the past. See, I broke up with the person in 2020. That was how long ago it was. And that's why I'm like, what the heck? I don't need to talk to this person anymore. I don't need the gratification of like, oh, look, they're on my story. I don't care. And this is one of the reasons why I gave the example of them not coming to support me, because that person was doing very toxic red flags after like years of being with them, and I guess they didn't expect me to leave them. And when I did, it was anger, because it was just like, bro, I'm not perfect. I'm not trying to be perfect, but I'm thinking I'm more reasonable than anything, because a lot of people were telling me to break up with this person. A lot of people were saying like I could do better, and like even family and all. But at the same time, I had to see it for myself. I'm like, okay, I hear what y'all saying, but y'all not in my relationship. But when I'm seeing like toxic traits and stuff like that, I'm not gonna give any real examples, but at the same time, they know. They freaking know. Like, I can talk without being, I wasn't upset when I explained it, but I knew that I was angry whenever I brought it up, because it was like, this is why I wanted closure, because I wanted to not be in a angry ex type mode. I wanted not to be friends, just, you know, mutually leave and go our separate ways, because it did not work out. Was it my fault that it didn't work out? No, absolutely not. But what I learned about this is what I don't want in the next relationship that I'm in, because I had goals and aspirations in my life, and I was trying to surround them with this partner of mine, so-called, but they didn't want that. They were stuck in doing nothing, but then making it seem like they put a facade for themselves, and they were so comfortable with the facade that I don't even think I was in that facade. Like, I wasn't in their intentions at all, besides the typical, like I kept saying, I felt like I was in high school, and he like leveled with this relationship, and this person was not. Like, no, this person was in a high school mentality, like, oh, we go on dates, that's cute, but we need structure. If you, like, the first year, I want to say, or the second year, first and second year, asked to move in, I said no, because I want my own place. Third year we dated, I said, okay, cool, maybe they've changed, because I noticed that the first 2 times around that they asked to move in together, their friend was engaged and moving in with their partner, and that's why I felt like that was a not genuine ask to go move in together, because I felt like we were moving forward in our relationship. It was just because your friend wanted to move in with their partner because they're ready to move in together. It's not a one-sided thing. That's why I'm just like, this person is like very immature and puts on a facade that they're so well put together, and it's not the case. I don't know. It was disappointing because I was just like, dang, I don't want to stay in something that's going to be stuck, and I'm not doing anything in this relationship. I tried my best to be understanding, try to be open, and in 1 year, actually the 3rd year, they were saying that they didn't even know me, and I'm like, that is not my fault. You choose to not want to get to know me, and the only person they should blame is themselves. And yeah, I could be sounding very salty or whatever, but it was because I would talk to them on the phone about stuff. Any given opportunity, I would ask them about family. I would ask them because I actually wanted to get to know this person, and unfortunately it was not in the return, only to know the little pop culture things that we had in common that kids do, like high schoolers. Oh, they like video games just like me. Who cares? What is this? What's gonna give you substance when you're still in your 30s looking to find something serious? Do they have kids? Do they have STDs? Are they good with their kids? Are they good with their family? What are their goals and aspirations? Like, this stuff makes sense to me as I get older, realizing that, you know, relationships, dating is annoying as hell because dealing with different people, personalities, there's a lot. All of a sudden, after 2020, there's so many introverts. No, you weren't introverted. You're just lazy. You're just lazy. You don't want to go on a date. You'd rather the girl come to you and drink. Or, I'm not biased, the other way around. A girl wants a guy to come to her so they can drink and all this other stuff. It's low-key giving creep vibes because the person doesn't want to really tell you, I just want sex, when they could really just say that. And I'll be like, nope. Nope. Actually, out of the 3 years that I've been single, I haven't been with somebody that I took serious, that I even told them that I had a mental illness. This is how bad dating has been for me. It's not that serious, but it's like I haven't gotten to the second date yet. I've only been with one date, and I'm like, not one date, period. I'm just saying, like, with each individual that I've talked to, I've been with, on a couple of dates with this one dude, but I realized he only sees me as a friend because he was doing like, we was more hanging out in the winter time. That's when we was talking, but at the same time, when we went on dates, it wasn't like things that he had in mind. It was more like agreeing that we're gonna meet up and then go from there type thing. And it was never like, have I been on a date with a person, planned everything out, all I had to do was be there? I have, but it was more like a mutual, okay, so then it's not that. So, but I'm more like trying to think about it. Was it like that? Where I've heard women on like social media, the guy took them out. She didn't have to worry about like paying for it or anything, but it was more like the fact that from the short notice of how much they talked, the person, a guy, like listened to what she said or read, whatever, and from what she liked, he planned that in a date. That's so cool. And I wish there was more people like that. Not just like, I'm tired of trying to correct myself so people will be, oh, women do that too, men do. I don't care. Like, I am a woman. I try to be as unbiased as possible, but sometimes there is going to be a bias because I am a woman. I am not a man. I don't know like that many things about like what a guy would want in a date, because I haven't gotten to that point right now after 3 years of going on a serious date with somebody. Like, well, I really like this person, I hope it works out. It's more like okay, we'll see what happens. I already know from jump what's gonna happen. Either they stop talking, the conversation, it doesn't even get to the point of a conversation that lasts a couple of days, like a week or two. It's only like, I know I stopped playing games because I can't do both. I'm almost done anyway. But so far, and I stopped using like OkCupid. I used one point, I deleted it really fast. Meet Me, trash app, because I've talked about in a video, not mental health chat with Resident Evil, but I have talked about in a video, if you want to watch that, of different apps that I've used in the past for dating. And it's something about like Meet Me that just rubs me the wrong way, where it's like TikTok with the lives and stuff. You can like them, you can give them money and all this crap, and it's just like, do you ever go on a date with this person? Definitely not. They're just using you, and they're doing it with a platform that's promoting it. It pissed me off because I'm like, why do I need to do this for myself? I don't even like going on lives on Instagram. Why do I want to do it on Meet Me? And I found this other app called Boo. I'm really trying. But it's like, you take these questionnaires and then they go by how you responded to them on the stat. Like, I'm a mastermind. Somebody could be a rebel. Another person could be a genius, stuff like that. And they show you which person is not a match by a turquoise green, like a turquoise color would be their match. Red is definitely not. Yellow, potential. I refuse to talk to anybody with a red. I've done that before and it didn't work out. I don't talk to people with yellow. I just want to see blue. But for some reason, I keep getting guys from out of the country, like Indian and all that stuff. And that's cool, but it's like, I'm not doing a long distance relationship. Even people in the States, it's like Florida or like some like Boston, something like that. And I'm just like, where are the New Yorkers? What the heck? Where are the New Yorkers? So I don't know if I'm gonna keep that app. And then I don't know. It's just very irritating trying to deal with people, because when I was on Boo, when I first started, I put that I wanted to talk to women, but why are all these guys liking me? I don't understand that. I use this other app. It's called Fet. It's like a fetish thing, and you can find like friends or like couples and all this other crap. And I realized that every dude, not every, I'm not gonna be dramatic, but a lot of the guys want to be dom, and or like, I'm just like, where are these dudes coming from? I don't want to talk to dudes. I want to talk to women. I don't know. I feel like right now I need a friend before I even find boyfriend. Is so overrated. I don't get it. Like, it's so overrated. Oh, you want to be my boyfriend? Stuff like that. I feel like I'm a kid trying to like go. And the best way I explain it is like, with guys, they dangle the what you want. Oh, I know you want a relationship, but you gotta do this before you get the relationship. That's why I'm just like, that's a toxic trait. Because women do that too. I know you want vagina, but you gotta give me some food before you get vagina. Or you gotta take me to the movies. That's why I was just like, dating is like super annoying. And until you have a real relationship with yourself, I wouldn't even suggest dating. Because that would help. I'll save a lot of people time. It saved me a lot of time. After like, because before this ex, there was another ex, and I took a long time to get back into dating. Because I needed to focus on myself. But then, even around that time sucked. Because, there was a lot of like, when I living in Harlem, my aunt was, she's a retired teacher, so a couple of her, it was probably just one student liked me, and I'm like, when did you see me? And she invited him. I said yeah. She was like, oh, okay. Well, oh, I'm inviting him to the birthday party. This was years ago, 2017, no, 2016. And I said sure. So he did come to the party, but like the impression was off. My impression of him was like he just wanted to talk to somebody. Because it was more like, you know, too casual, where it's just like, have you ever been on a date before? We weren't on a date, but he was like, oh, you can come over my house. He don't even got his own place, and I'm just like, what am I doing? I'm not trying to be friends with you. I'm trying to see where your head's at. Like, did you only find me attractive because you want to get intimate? Or did you want to see where it goes and let's take it slow? Because I feel like a lot of people are rushing to have sex, and that crap's annoying as hell. So that's why, for somebody with a mental health, heed this advice. Fall in love with yourself first. Enjoy your time by yourself. Go shopping, go to the spa, get your hair done, get your nails did. You know what I'm saying? Some Missy Elliott stuff. Or wear an outfit that you really love and just go outside and just flaunt. Yes, I am that B word. I'm the baddest mofo out here. And if it's a guy, you know, enjoy yourself as well. It doesn't just mean necessarily a woman. That's what I'm doing now, and I don't feel alone. I feel content by myself. And I don't like hearing okay, two situations I forgot to mention. One, I almost got into a fight with this lady just because I was helping this older guy and he wants to buy liquor. He's in a wheelchair. I'm pushing. She's seen us go into the door. She didn't even hold the door. Okay, I had a vibe, you know. Sometimes it's just, you can tell. And it was accurate. So we're inside and he's trying to pick out what liquor, and she was talking to the person, like the cashier. So they were saying like he's not selling to her, and I'm talking to the old guy and like reacting to him. All of a sudden she puts her finger in my face like, this is why you're not married, blah blah blah, you're ugly. And I'm just like, huh? First of all, get your hand out my face, because then we're going to really have an issue. And you're not going to have to worry about going to a liquor store no more. They're going to tube you, feed you the liquor through a tube if you keep putting your finger in my face. And then I hate when people argue and they walking out of the vicinity, because are you walking out to make a scene, or are you walking out because you're a punk? So at the same time, she's like bad at shit me. I didn't even think that really mattered, because I'm like, marriage? this is why you're not married. I'm like, who are you, woman? You got kicked out of a liquor store, but you worry about me being married? Okay. And the other dude that was on the live, on the Instagram live, he's looked at my profile on Instagram, by the way, Inhale the Clouds, and picked one of my videos where I didn't think I looked unattractive, but he's like, oh, I see why you're not married. And it's like, huh? What is this? Is this a freaking... That was the first time, but the second one was the African lady. And I'm like, are you serious? Do you see what you look like? Humpty Dumpty ran off the road. What the hell? And I'm just like, I don't feel offended because I've never been married before. I'm very young. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not like 25, I'm 30. It's not a big deal. But this is funny because I guess toxic people's new trait is when they feel like okay, I'm of age, I look of age. Some people make, like, I still get carded, but I don't really care. I'll be like, I'm not one of those people that feed for somebody to make me look younger or say, oh, you look younger for your age. I don't care. I hope that I look this young when I'm like 60, because you know that melanin don't crack. But at the same time, why is that supposed to be a weakness? Oh, and it's very sad that I was just like, wow, they think that because I am not married that I am not valuable, or like I'm not, like, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not valuable because I'm not married. And this is the stigma that people put on women. I don't know about men, again, to be biased, but I don't know about men. But women, or especially black women, are put on this like, oh, you're not worth anything if you're not married, or if you have kids, you have a lesser value of getting a man that wants you. Or if you have kids, sometimes I just hear that, like Kevin Samuels, even though he passed, I'm not saying anything disrespectful, but it was just like, he was claiming that if you have kids before dating someone, it's gonna be harder for you to find someone. And I don't believe that crap, because look at the guys with 12 kids and like 9 baby mamas and they still getting women. And it's just what's that? A double standard, because it seems that way. Oh, women don't mind that you have kids. Men don't mind that you have kids either. And that's why I'm just like, what's the difference? So what have we learned from this episode of mental health talk while playing Resident Evil? Barely. Fall in love with yourself. Enjoy your time by yourself. Because if you really want to get to know somebody without, like, this is going on by experience, I enjoy being in my own space. And sometimes there's times where I'm like, I wish I had a partner. I wish I had a significant other. And that's during those times when, you know, that RB be hitting. And you be wishing that you weren't by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Lord. You know what I'm saying? I think you know what I'm saying. Because... and I ain't talking about those lonely nights. The lonely nights where, like... oh, well, yeah, that's those times I'm talking about. Not just for sexual healing. It'd be like that. Since I'm demisexual, I'm stimulated by intellectual conversation, so it takes me a long time to, yeah, looks are benefit. A status like I mean status meaning you have a job, you have your own place, or you have a car. I know finding somebody in New York with a car is it's not like it's hard to find, but it's very rare unless they have kids or they're married or something like that. So it's more better that the person has a job, have their own place, no kids, no STDs or STIs. Like, these are things that are basic things. And okay, now that I'm in 30s, I haven't heard somebody, oh, you better take these men with these kids. Hell no, I don't have no kids. I don't have to have a partner that has kids, unless I don't mind with, yeah, the stereotypical baby mama drama. Nah. My mom dealt with my father who had kids before they had kids, 2 kids. And my parents were, they did the best they could, and they were good parents. But at the same time, as an adult, to be honest, I don't speak to my father, and my mother is deceased. I've talked about this in the past. So I'm not trying to have a reincarnation of my parents through my relationship, and that's why I broke up with my ex. He don't have kids or anything. It's just more like, it was just reminding me of things that I will not tolerate in a relationship. Abuse, like, I don't care if it's a funny joke, ha ha ha, I'm just playing. Shit like that turns into, it could get bad. And plus, I don't have an anger issue. Yeah, I do. It depends on the situation. But that's why I'm just like, my ex didn't realize how many times I saved his life. Because he's trying to be funny, and he's not a comedian. So, that being said, this was a relationship type rant, and also, like, I hope you learned from this experience, because we are past the hour mark, and I know I didn't play that much because I kept dying, but I'm gonna play it, and then we're gonna be past this, I hope. Anyway, thank you guys for watching my video. Thank you guys. I'm about to be out this. Why every time I leave, somebody start watching my video, man? Hello. How are you? Did you know I'm not playing this game no more? They laugh. I hate that, man. I'll be like, alright, I'm about to be out. Oh, people coming to watch my video though. Why now? I'm not gonna complain about it. I'm gonna just rock with it. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope that helped. I hope it wasn't just a rant, cause I don't mean to rant, but sometimes it happens. So I'm gonna eat, watch YouTube, stuff like that, relax. You know, I might say some motivational quotes before the video ends or something like that. That'd be cool. I don't know. We'll see. Other than that, thank you guys for watching my video. Check out my TikTok, son. Funny little games. Check out my Instagram, Inhale the Clouds. Inhale_the_clouds. And thank you for watching my YouTube channel. We about to be out this bee. Peace.